An island-wide drug bust, hundreds of thousands in drugs seized, and even children in the mix. The Central Narcotics Bureau's recent operation is making waves, revealing a hidden side of Singapore's neighborhoods. But here's the shocking part. Among those arrested was a young girl, just 16. Stick around as we dive deep into what happened, why it matters, and what it says about the ongoing war on drugs here in Singapore. In a massive operation that spanned 11 days, Singapore's Central Narcotics Bureau, or CNB, arrested 112 individuals suspected of drug-related offences. The operation ran from October 14 through October 25 and targeted various neighbourhoods across the island, including Ang Mo Kio, Bedok, Clementi, Eunos, Jurong, and Tampines. Altogether, these raids resulted in the seizure of a substantial amount of drugs, with a total street value estimated at a staggering 296,000 Singapore dollars. Now, let's break down what was seized. Approximately 1.7 kilograms of methamphetamine, commonly known as ice, 739 grams of heroin, 215 grams of cannabis, 16 ecstasy tablets, and 6 Heroin 5 tablets. And here's where it gets even more concerning. A young girl, just 16 years old, was among those arrested for suspected drug abuse. This brings up the larger question for all of us here in Singapore: how can we tackle this persistent issue and protect our younger generation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this wave of arrests and drug seizures points to a bigger issue in our society? Let us know what you think. Let's dive deeper into specific incidents that happened during the operation. Early on October 14th, before dawn, CNB officers conducted a raid at a residential unit in Bedok South Avenue 3. Inside, they arrested 2 Singaporeans, a 42-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man, and recovered an alarming amount of drugs, including the 1.7 kilograms of ice, alongside heroin and cannabis. Now, think about this. This is one household, and yet it contained drugs worth thousands. What does this say about the scale and reach of drug trafficking within residential areas? Are you surprised by the scale of these seizures happening right here in Singapore? But that's not all. Just 2 days later, on October 16th, CNB conducted raids at 2 more units in Eunos Crescent. The first raid uncovered a disturbing situation. A Singaporean couple, ages 37 and 55, were arrested, and inside their home, officers found 32 grams of ice, 7 grams of heroin, 6 Heroin 5 tablets, and some ecstasy tablets. But what shocked officers even more was the presence of 2 children, aged 10 and 12, in the unit during the raid. The children have since been placed in the care of their next of kin, but the trauma and environment they experienced is something that will likely have a lasting impact. What are your thoughts on this? Should there be stricter measures when children are involved in such situations? Let us know in the comments. And in a dramatic final raid at the same Eunos Crescent block, CNB officers encountered a 25-year-old man and a 31-year-old woman who refused to open their door. Forced entry was necessary, and a small amount of heroin was found inside. This incident, along with the others, highlights the CNB's relentless dedication to keeping our neighborhoods safe. Yet, it also raises questions about how such activities can go unnoticed until such raids occur. Investigations for all 112 arrested individuals are ongoing, but the bigger issue at hand is Singapore's fight against the infiltration of drugs within its communities. Every arrest and every seized gram is part of a much larger effort to protect the public, but is it enough? Share your views on what more could be done to curb the spread of drugs in Singapore. As always, thank you for tuning in to 2230. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth news coverage and analysis on pressing issues right here in Singapore and beyond. And don't forget to drop your thoughts below. Your opinions matter.